Good morning. Today we will discuss polar form of a complex number. Let z is equal to x plus iy. In this form, we suppose that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. X is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Let's see in this figure. Here x is the real axis, y is the imaginary axis. Here z is equal to x plus iy is any point. Then this is r sin theta and this distance is r cos theta. So it is the value of y, it is the value of x. So we put it in this form: z is equal to x plus iy. So r cos theta plus r sin theta, r is common, so we get z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta, and this form is called the polar form of a complex number, where what is r? R is modulus z, the distance from origin to this point z. It is modulus z is equal to under root x square plus y square. And here the theta is the positive angle. Theta is equal to argument of z is equal to tan inverse y upon x. So what is the polar form? Polar form is z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. Any form in the given z is equal to x plus iy, then we can convert it into z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta, and it is called polar form of the complex number. Let's see what is modulus and argument of a complex number. We have already seen what is modulus. Let's again revise. Let a complex number z is equal to x plus iy. Here in this figure, the point is z is equal to x plus iy. Now the magnitude or modulus of z is denoted by z. It is the distance from the origin to the point pxy. It is the distance from origin to the point xy. It is called the modulus of a complex number. So modulus z is equal to r, and it is find by the formula modulus z is equal to under root x square plus y square. The angle formed from the real axis and aligned from the origin to xy is called the argument of z. This angle is called the argument of z, with requirement of that 0 lesser equal to theta lesser equal to 2 pi and theta is tan inverse y upon x. Here the condition is 0 lesser equal to theta lesser equal to 2 pi is called the argument of z. But what is the principal argument? The principal argument is defined between minus pi to pi. When z is equal to r cos theta plus I theta, it is the polar form. Then the unique value of theta is such that minus pi less than theta less than pi is called the principal value of the argument. The argument of z is the value of theta which lies in the quadrant of point pxy. So when we find the principal argument, the value of theta is between minus pi to pi. So when we put the theta in this form, its limit is minus pi to pi. So how can we find the theta? Let's see in this figure. Here first quadrant, second quadrant sine positive cos negative, third quadrant sine and cos both negative, fourth quadrant sine negative and cos positive, means here x and y both positive, here x negative y positive, here x and y both negative, and here x positive and y negative. So when the point is here and this line makes angle here, it is called theta is equal to alpha. When we talk about minus pi less than theta less than pi about प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू, हम यहाँ पे प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू ऑफ थीटा की बात कर रहे हैं। तो जब वो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में होगा तो उसकी फॉर्मूला होगी थीटा इज इक्वल टू अल्फा। व्हेन इट इज इन द सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट here, then its formula is theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Here the whole theta is pi and minus alpha, so we get this angle. Now here in this figure we see that here 0 and pi. Now we move in the anti-clockwise direction, in this direction, then here it is 0, pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2, but 3 pi by 2 is not in this region, so we cannot move in the third quadrant anti-clockwise. So for that only first and second quadrant we move anti-clockwise. When the value is in the third quadrant we have to move clockwise. Here in third and fourth quadrant we have to move clockwise. So here 0, pi by 2, pi, and 0 when we move clockwise it is 0, minus pi by 2 and minus pi. So when the point is here, then what is the formula? It is 0, माइनस पाई बाई टू एंड माइनस पाई और प्लस अल्फा करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे. सो व्हेन द पॉइंट इज इन द थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट with the formula to find theta is minus pi plus alpha, and in the fourth quadrant here it is alpha, and the angle from the x-axis to here it is minus alpha. So when the complex number is in the first quadrant, then formula to find theta is alpha, then here it is theta is equal to pi minus alpha, here in the third quadrant it is minus pi plus alpha, and here it is called theta is equal to minus alpha. Let's see this table so you can get a better idea how to find theta when x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. The value is in the first quadrant, so we apply the formula for theta is tan inverse y upon x. We move clockwise. When x greater than 0 and x less than 0 and y greater than 0, then the point is in the second quadrant. Then the formula is theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Then theta is equal to pi minus tan inverse y upon x. We have to apply this formula. When the theta is in the second quadrant, theta is equal to pi minus tan inverse y upon x. We move clockwise. Now in the third quadrant we have to move anti-clockwise. In the fourth quadrant we have to move anti-clockwise. So when x less than 0 and y less than 0, then in the third quadrant the formula is theta is equal to minus pi plus tan inverse y upon x. And in the fourth quadrant x greater than 0 and y less than 0, then in the fourth quadrant theta is equal to minus tan inverse y upon x. So here are the value of theta for fourth quadrant. Let's see again. In the first quadrant theta is equal to tan inverse y upon x. In the second quadrant theta is equal to pi minus tan inverse y upon x. In the third quadrant it is theta is equal to minus pi plus tan inverse y upon x. In the fourth quadrant theta is equal to minus tan inverse y upon x. We have to check this value. हमको z is equal to x plus iy फॉर्म दिया हुआ है, तो उसमें हमको चेक करना है कि x की वैल्यू क्या है और y की वैल्यू क्या है. उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम क्वाड्रेंट डिसाइड करेंगे और ये फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करके हम थीटा की वैल्यू फाइंड कर सकते हैं. बट when x equal to 0 and y greater than 0, then that number is on the y-axis. So we can directly take theta is equal to pi by 2. Suppose complex number is z is equal to 3i. So in that complex number x is 0 and y is greater than 0, it is on the y-axis positive side. So we can take theta is equal to pi by 2. Now x equal to 0 and y less than 0. Suppose z is equal to minus 3i, then it is on the negative y-axis. So we can directly take theta is equal to minus pi by 2. In the similar way, if x greater than 0 and y equal to 0, it is on the x-axis on the positive side, so theta is 0. And if x less than 0, y equal to 0, it is on the x-axis negative side, so theta is equal to minus pi. So we have to remember this table. Using this table we can find the value of theta. Now to find the theta we have to remember the value of tan theta. Value of tan theta. Tan theta, tan 0 is 0. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. Tan pi by 4 is 1. Tan pi by 3 is root 3. And tan pi by 2 is infinite. So if the theta is tan inverse 0, then it is 0. It is tan inverse 1 by root 3, then it is pi by 6. Tan inverse 1, then it is pi by 4. Tan inverse root 3, then it is pi by 3. And tan inverse infinite, then it is pi by 2. So you have to remember this table. Now the Euler formula and Euler form. Z is equal to x plus iy, then the polar form of a complex number can be written as z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. This cos theta plus I sin theta can be written e raised to I theta. So z is equal to r e raised to I theta. It is called the Euler form. It is called the Euler form of a complex number. Z is equal to r e raised to I theta. E raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. E raised to minus I theta is cos theta minus I sin theta. It is called the exponential form. Z is equal to r e raised to I theta is called the exponential form of a complex number. And z is equal to x plus iy is called the Cartesian form of a complex number. Z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta is called the polar form of a complex number, and z is equal to r e raised to I theta is called the exponential form of a complex number. It is the Euler formula. E raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. E raised to minus I theta is cos theta minus I sin theta. It is plus I theta, then here in the center plus sign, and if it is minus I theta, then in the center we take minus cos theta minus I sin theta. Let's take the example. Express the following complex number in polar form. Z is equal to 1 plus I. Then first we check the value of x and y. X is the real part, so x is 1, and y is the imaginary part, so y is also plus 1. Here plus sign is in the middle, so it is plus 1. Now first we find modulus z r. It is under root x square plus y square. So x and y both 1, so it is 1 under root 1 square plus 1 square. So under root 1 plus 1 is under root 2. So we get r is equal to under root 2. Now to find the theta, we have to check the point x and y. X is equal to 1 greater than 0. Y is equal to 1 is also greater than 0. So this point is on the first quadrant, in the first quadrant. So formula is tan inverse y upon x. So theta is equal to tan inverse y upon x. So put y is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, tan inverse 1. So tan inverse 1, then theta is equal to pi by 4. So we put r is equal to under root 2 and theta is equal to pi by 4 in the polar form. Polar form of a complex number is z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is under root 2, theta is pi by 4. So cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Z is equal to minus under root 3 plus I. So here x is equal to minus root 3 real part. Y is equal to 1 plus I. So it is 1 plus 1. Let find theta r. R is equal to under root x square plus y square. R is minus root 3. Y is 1. So minus root 3 square plus 1 square is 3 plus 1. Minus square is plus and under root 3 square is 3. So under root 3 plus 1 under root 4 r is equal to 2. Now x less than 0 here. X is minus root 3, so x less than 0 and y greater than 0. So when x less than 0 and y greater than 0, it is in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, the formula is pi minus tan inverse y upon x. Theta is, so we use this formula, theta is equal to pi minus tan inverse y upon x. Pi minus tan inverse y is 1 and x is minus root 3. Here modulus is there, so we don't take the minus sign. It is 1 upon root 3. Now tan inverse 1 upon root 3 is pi by 6. So now pi minus pi by 6 is 6 pi minus pi by 6. So it is 5 pi by 6. Theta is 5 pi by 6 and r is equal to 2. So z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta is the polar form. Put r is equal to 2 and theta is equal to 5 pi by 6. So 2 into cos 5 pi by 6 plus I sin 5 pi by 6. Here it is given tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. So tan inverse 1 by root 3 is pi by 6. Now next z is equal to minus root 3 minus I. So x is equal to real part, it's minus root 3 and y is equal to imaginary part. So it is minus 1. Now r is equal to under root x square plus y square. X is minus root 3 and y is minus 1. So minus root 3 square plus minus 1 square. Minus root 3 square is 3. Minus 1 square is 1. So under root 3 plus 1 is under root 4. R is equal to 2. Now x is less than 0 and y is less than 0. When x and y both less than 0, then it is in the third quadrant. So the formula is theta is equal to minus pi plus tan inverse y upon x. So theta is equal to minus pi plus tan inverse modulus y upon x. Minus pi plus tan inverse, put the value y upon x. Y is minus 1 and x is minus root 3. So it is 1 by root 3. Tan inverse 1 by root 3 is pi by 6. So minus pi plus pi by 6, take the LCM, minus 6 pi plus pi by 6. So minus 5 pi by 6. So theta is equal to minus 5 pi by 6 and r is equal to 2. Put in the polar form, z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. So z is equal to 2 cos minus 5 pi by 6 plus I sin minus 5 pi by 6. Next, z is equal to 1 plus I upon 1 minus I. So first we have to convert this form in the x plus iy form. So z is equal to 1 plus I upon 1 minus I. So to convert in x plus iy form, we have to multiply with the conjugate of denominator. In the denominator we have 1 minus I, the 1 minus I, then conjugate of 1 minus I is 1 plus I. So multiply in numerator and denominator with 1 plus I. So 1 plus I upon 1 minus I into 1 plus I upon 1 plus I. In the numerator 1 plus I into 1 plus I is 1 plus I whole square, and in the denominator it is a minus b, a plus b, so a square minus b square. So 1 square minus I square. Now here we have to simplify with a plus b whole square formula. It is 1 plus 2I plus I square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and in the denominator 1 square is 1, I square is minus 1, so minus minus plus 1, 1 plus 1. Now again I square is minus 1, so 1 minus 1 plus 2I, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 1 cancel, so 2I upon 2, z is equal to I. So z is equal to I can be written z is equal to 0 plus I. x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. So when x is 0 and y is equal to 1 here, so first we find r is under root x square plus y square. So x is 0 and y is 1, it is under root 0 square plus 1 square is 0 plus 1 under root 1, and r is equal to 1. Now to find theta, the condition is x equal to 0 and y greater than 0. So it is on the y axis and y greater than 0, so it is positive direction of y axis. So the formula is theta is equal to pi by 2. Here theta is pi by 2. So when x equal to 0 and y greater than 0, we directly take theta is equal to pi by 2. Put the value. Polar form of a complex number, z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is 1. Theta is pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Next, z is equal to 2. Z is equal to 2 plus 0i. Z is equal to 2 can be written 2 plus 0i. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. First we find the value of r. R is equal to under root x square plus y square. X is equal to 2. Y is equal to 0. So under root 4 plus 0 is under root 4. R is equal to 2. Now x is greater than 0 and y is equal to 0. X is equal to 2 greater than 0 and y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means it is on the y axis and y greater than 0, so it is in the positive direction of x axis. So here the theta is 0. So we can directly write theta is equal to 0. Polar form of a complex number, z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is equal to 2 cos 0 plus I sin 0. Z is equal to 3i. Z is equal to 0 plus 3i. So 0, x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 3. Now r is equal to under root x square plus y square. X is 0, y is 3. So 0 square plus 9 under root 9. R is equal to 3. Now x equal to 0 and y greater than 0. X equal to 0, so it is on the y axis, and y greater than 0, so again it is on the positive direction of the y axis. So theta is equal to pi by 2. The polar form of a complex number, z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is 3 cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Z is equal to minus 2y. It can be written 0 minus 2y. So x equal to 0 and y is equal to minus 2. R is under root x square plus y square. X is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 2. So it is under root 0 plus 4 under root 4. So r is equal to 2. Now x equal to 0 and y less than 0. X equal to 0 and y less than 0. So it is in the negative side of y axis. So theta is equal to minus pi by 2. So polar form of a complex number, z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. R is 2 cos minus pi by 2 plus I sin minus pi by 2. Z is equal to minus 7. Then z is equal to minus 7 plus 0i. X is equal to minus 7 and y is equal to 0. So r is equal to under root x square plus y square. It is x is minus 7 and y is 0. So it is minus 7 square plus 0 square, 49 under root 49 is 7. R is equal to 7. Now x less than 0, y equal to 0. So it is in the negative direction of x axis. So theta is equal to pi. Now polar form of a complex number, z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. Put r is equal to 7 and theta is equal to pi. So 7 cos pi plus I sin pi. Thank you.